Like I said earlier, this is the foundation of what we do. This is like the basic of what we do. As we develop, because we have a lot of great brains of football, right?
I step onto the field, ready to dominate in the linebacker prototype academy. I elevate hard training and technique. That's how I operate. Gotta use my IQ, make the opposing team hesitate. I study the plays, know every move they make. In the game of football, there's no room for mistakes. I'm building a legacy, leaving opponents in the dust. The hits I deliver, they'll remember them like a gust. Linebacker prototype, that's my identity. I bring the heat, it's all about intensity. Grinding through the pain, pushing through the strain. I'm destined for greatness, I'll always maintain.
Yeah! Moi, je suis hype, non? We good? All right, prep step. So we said yesterday, if you get a recap, the way to teach it, the way to give instruction.
How?
Tell me how we go about it.
How? What?
No, in order.
Why?
What?
Why? How?
What we doing? Why we doing it? How we doing it? And how not to do it. So what we doing? We're working the prep step right now. Why we working the prep step? This is the step that we take before contact, the second to last step before contact. This step allows players to it helps with the timing of the hit. That's number one thing. And obviously transfer power as well and stability. So you can't just show up and hit someone like this. You need to have a prep step. You load your base. It helps you with the timing, and obviously it helps with transferring weight as well. How we doing it? Antoine's gonna come with me. We have the cones here. I'm gonna walk it. Antoine's gonna do it so we here. All I want, the cone, and you don't have to pay attention to the cone too much, but can we get to the cone? Boom, boom. That's it. Focus on this one. Boom, boom. Prep it, boom, boom, all the way down, and then we good. Boom, boom, we keep it moving. Like you're loading for a tackle. Prep first, avec ta gauche, prep avec ta gauche. Good, boom. Load it. What I do not want to see, guys coming to the prep step and not powering on the ground and standing too tall. Because some guys will be here. Get low. Load it like you're going for a tackle. Boom, boom. Load it like you're going for a tackle. We good to go? Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah?
Yeah.
Let's get it. So now what I want us to do, write it down, go through it, get a feeling of it. Go through it, walk it. You don't have to run it. I know we talked about, we breezed a little bit, and we talked about with Coach Ryan yesterday. And I know when I do the requirement of like, yo, let's demonstrate. But if you can at least demonstrate the end goal, the top of it is good. So you don't have, let's say, plyo, you don't have to go all the way through the thing to plyo. If you want to, it's cool. But just try to demonstrate a bit. Today we're going to go through it in a session. You might not have to do the whole thing. Just, hey, guys, prep step, what I want us to do. Step, boom. Let the guys do, coach them. We good?
When we do that drill, do we switch every cone?
Now we work the left, and when we come back, we work the right.
Okay.
We good to go? So let's just run it 2 times. So it'll be right, left. More emphasis on the yup, exactly. More emphasis. Put your foot down.
More emphasis
on the left.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna.
Boom, boom.
We're thinking about that in ultimate.
Yeah,
So.
and you might not step behind. You might not step behind. Ouais, ton vieux. Tu veux? Là, tu me parles, toi, tu me disais mais rien.
Non, mais c'est correct.
Je sais que c'est correct, mais toi, t'es toujours correct. Toi, t'es toujours correct, toi.
Moi, je pensais que c'était celui qu'on soutenait.
Non, mais c'est pas grave. Je dis au gars de delete. Je dis à un gars de delete. Good, Dan, I like that. Step. Boom, good. Second to last step, good. Bueno. Good. And load now, load. Good. Load. Get down a little bit. Non, j'ai vu, c'était grave. Faut t'égayer un peu. We good? You see how we going fast today? That's why I said we're gonna be in and out. That boost.
Non, c'est là où tu t'abuses.
Please.
The what? The why? The how?
Yeah. So listen up, boys. We're gonna be working power step progression, right? Why we're gonna be working this? It has to do with taking on a block in any certain situation, right? So what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna get into a fit position, a good linebacker position, good bend in the knees, right? And we're gonna work that power step that we just worked before. So your first 2 reps, we're gonna go 4 times in a row. First 2 reps, all I want to see is that nice step. I want my foot splitting the crotch. I want my torso pointing towards my opponent, and I want my thumbs up. And both hands right now, we're not gonna be splitting our mind. We're just gonna get our hands on the pad, right? No power. Just really focus on the step, splitting the crotch, torso towards my opponent, and my 2 hands with my thumbs up, right? Those are gonna be the first 2 reps. 2 reps after that, right now we're gonna introduce the power into it, okay? So, same thing, foot position, about a yard off of your blocker, right? And you're gonna want to step and split your man and punch him, right? Taking on the block. So you come here, step, punch, and thumbs up. Right? How mindset? Today.
He said,
And then you're gonna go one more time, that's it. Right? Step, power, thumbs up. Good?
what not to do, what not to do.
What not to do, right? First of all, I don't want to be. What did we say?
You can say
Yeah,
it.
the foot, chicken arms, right? I don't want to load up my arms, and I don't want my foot pointing out, right? And I want to make sure I stay low with my chest out.
Clap it up.
Yeah.
Guys, think, you know what I got you guys doing the drills? So think of the common mistake guys would make. Why not? You know that most of the time the mistake they're gonna make is what? Foot over there and arms. So what not to do? I don't want to see nobody chicken arms. So you have to focus on what? Put more focus here instead of here. And the next thing I don't want to see is you not being aligned with the target because you're gonna lose your power, right? So think of the what not to do as the common you know that's gonna happen. You know exactly they're gonna fuck up there. That's what's gonna happen. So make sure you tell them what not to do. You go with that good shit, James. Very good. The next drill, I'm showing you guys the same thing, but it's the same progression. So what we doing? How did we call it last year? Shuffle with the bag. Power step.
Which one?
I think we just kept the power step. It was a power step, but we're doing the same thing with the movement, right? So, sorry here.
Okay, you're gonna.
So what we want to do here in the drill, I want to put the same drill, but now in a game situation a bit more. So the number one thing we want to do for linebackers is what? We want to have an O-line. We want to leverage our gap. So we're going to keep the gap integrity for now. And then what I want to do is attacking the blocker. I want to work on us for attacking the blocker. The reason why I want us to do that is because a lot of time linebackers do what? They're taking on the block. They're on the receiving end, right? But we want to be the one, we want to be the aggressor, right? How many times I said what? Playing defense is what? Playing defense is what? Playing defense is weak. So if you play defense with a defensive mindset, you're going to get your shit rocked up, right? So you got to make sure you play defense with an aggressive mindset. What we're going to do, he moves, I move. I try to leverage my gap. So whenever he moves, and when he comes up to me, boom, power step, we reset, you move again, boom, he comes up to me, boom, power step. You will notice too, as you're doing the power step, the top of your face mask, low-key, is going to hit. I'm not saying the crown of your face mask, but as you're doing it, the top of your face mask is going to be involved as a point of contact. It's just the game is safe. You're not going to feel dizzy. It's going to be safe. You're not leading with your helmet. Naturally, it's going to be part of it. And the last one now, the third one, I want to work an important part, which is the grab, disengage. Grab, disengage. So the last one, I do the same thing. I put it together. Boom. Low and away. Low and away. Bring him to your pocket. If you guys ever done moving before, you ever help your friend move apartment, quand t'as un meuble, when you have it, it's harder to get it moved here or put it down. Easier to move it when it's here, right? So it's the same thing. So don't try to, unless you are that, ou t'es un Z. Vous allez voir. Right? So boom. Toi aussi, j'ai un gars, t'inquiète. Les Rwandais aussi. Low and away. Last part is what? What they're going to do as an O-line? They're going to hold you. So you got to what? Clear. Disengage. Clear. Disengage. Clear. Stack. Go make a play.
How do I teach this to a kid and then move the blocks?
You saying low and away?
Yeah.
How do I teach you low and away?
Yes, to a kid that never moved. You taught us. We know how to move stuff. But a kid that's 13, 14 years old.
Oh, you never did moving?
Yes.
So-
I feel like what Chris saying is that we can bring it out even more.
Yeah.
Going from like first of all hitting,
Yeah.
when he's moving, and then when we're talking about shedding away, this
Yeah.
is the whole process. Because shedding is hard.
Yeah.
I see a lot of guys having that same mistake.
That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we have to separate.
and then
Okay.
replacing
We
him,
separate.
right? Because
Yeah.
he talked about it, but you could really
Two different drills.
Yeah.
separate that.
Could we do, yeah, for sure. Two different drills. We could have the drills, that we locked up here,
Yeah.
and then we work our feet and our hands.
Yeah, this
Because
is
look,
gonna get a progression of both drills
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
exactly. Because look, if you think when we get off block, your feet works too. Nobody goes off block like this.
Sure.
You kind of like almost doing this.
Yeah.
If you go here, you're always like hopping a little bit and moving. And that's one thing that even me, I never really talk about. But it's like, if you look at myself, yourself getting off block, and y'all don't just, it's like, y'all move, boom, I'm here, boom, 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 boom. We good? But yeah, we could break down that one after.
So this is just basically it's blood off the structure.
Yeah. Write down power step, but with movement. With the line.
Shuffle to power step.
Yeah, shuffle to power.
Come on. Come
Let's
on.
hype him up. Let's hype him up.
Come on.
Let's hype him up. We good? We good?
Yeah.
3 times we good. Let's keep it moving to the next. Any questions?
What not to do?
Oh, for sure, yes. What not to do, guys? I want to make sure that we move. One thing that you're gonna see the guys gonna do, they're not gonna leverage the gap. So make sure you guys move with the gap. And the next thing what not to do, don't welcome the gap, attack it. I mean, don't welcome the block, attack it. Don't just stay back, attack it. So he comes to me, boom, attack it. We good?
Yes, sir.
And be constantly backing up. You know, we want to go ahead and attack those guys. So shuffle, attack, hands and feet. All right.
Where's your gap?
What's that? Shuffle. Maintaining your leverage. Outside, hands and feet together. All right, block obstruction. Back up. Shuffle. Attack, hands and feet. We're doing what, 3 of them?
Why?
Why are we doing it? We're doing it. You can see here we're maintaining our leverage. We're not going to get beat out of our gap. So, and again, we're always attacking that offensive player. Power step, that's part of everything we're doing as defensive players, the way we're engaging with the offensive guy. So we need to go ahead and have that power base. Get those hands and feet together.
What not to do?
What not to do? Again, we don't want to go ahead chicken wing. We don't want to have our feet stepping outside of our body, away from our point of attack, because we're going to get run over like that.
But how can I not have my chicken arms? Because they're all gonna do it.
I want my thumbs up when I'm engaging. Again, so what we were just doing there and that, we want thumbs up. We didn't talk about
Yeah, so I'm not really.
Spider-Man yet, but yeah, we want our thumbs up. That way we can go ahead and grab block, and when we progress to disengaging, throwing them down to our hip, moving our feet. Like,
You know what you can add?
Yeah.
Make sure that they stay patient and they stay down the line.
Yeah, stay on the line and stay patient. Yeah.
Yes. No,
Just don't. Like what not to do is like don't overrun your gap. Make sure you leverage your gap. Yes.
so we're getting downhill. Which point? Once they take a
Let them dictate.
Yeah.
Work lateral. He moves. He dictates the drills.
shuffle, he steps.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep. Ouf. Reset.
Blair.
Le faire. Mario, il vient de se réveiller. Il est parti à Houston hier.
I gotta play one more game.
Ah non, mais il
Do it again.
vient de se réveiller. Tu le tapes comme ça.
What?
Huh?
What were you saying?
Nothing. I say you. Good.
I thought you wanted me to do it again. Yeah.
We good? Power come from
Feet. Oh.
right. Don't let your arm do this. You can work at a low level, the higher level, the guy comes so fast that this could be more a sudden jab. Toi, t'es le genre de running back qui prend avec une longue jambe, on prend. Ah, t'es trop grand, mon frère. OK. Next one, we good?
Yes, sir.
The next drill I want to work. You took the A?
What the?
The A.
You're in the car. Go get them.
The coaches, because the coaches also have a rating. We're gonna have coaches technique A plus, athleticism D minus. Oh.
I just jumped the fucking.
C'est niaise, Cédric. Cédric, je te niaise, bro. En plus, c'est Yves. Mais yo, mange pas sur le. Guys, please. I don't know if the dude is a freak and is watching the camera. Don't eat on this thing, bro. Even if that was my gym, try to eat at the station. Eat at the station. So next drill. Pin block. And then I just like we get over. Pin block. I do.
Come down here?
Are you coming here attacking me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get.
From there.
Yeah, and then you're trying to pin me.
Yeah, I'm trying to come.
And then I'm working here. Ooh. Nice. This though, low key. Well, we got to move around the drill. So next drill, the next drill that we have, what we doing is the pin block drill. Why are we doing this drill? The situation you're gonna do this drill is in pin block. The situation we're gonna use this drill is gap scheme, power, guard pulls. What do I have to do when the opposite guard pulls? Where do I have to bring my eyes? The end man, right? The uncovered guy's gonna come pin me. So we understand it. So it's gap scheme, guard pulls. I gotta put my hands, I gotta put my eyes on the uncovered man. Could be the tight end, could be the tackle as well. Most of the time is that the guy that's not covered. The one thing I cannot do that I have to do in that situation is I cannot stay inside of that block. My team needs me on the other side of it, right? So for that, when it comes to me, for that, how we gonna do it? Now we have the how. How we gonna do it? We're gonna work two things, the hands and the feet. Power arm, pull arm. Power arm, pull arm. T'es déjà allé au Carrefour Laval, tu vas savoir c'est quoi les portes coulissantes. What I want to do is I want to work the shoulder here to open up the gate, and I want to pull down. But at the same time, I have to work my feet. With my feet, I will teach is the skate technique, with skating. So we have to skate. So as I'm doing this, look what I'm doing with my hands and my feet. I'm getting pinned, boom. And I get myself on the other side. It will depend on coaches. Some coaches will say, don't lose ground. Some coaches will say, lose ground to gain ground. So it might happen that you come to block me, and I'm losing a little bit of ground to get myself on the other side. And I know some coaches will be more stout and don't try to not lose ground. I think as a player, and I don't know for you guys that play, naturally you will lose ground a bit. You have to get on the other side by any means. What not to do now? What not to do is take on that block, be powerful on that block. This is not a block that you want to be powerful. This is a block you want to be precise. Because if you're powerful, guess what? You block yourself. Yeah, you did some shit, but you block yourself. This year I want to stay square too. I never want to open up my shit. I want to stay square. Boom. And I want to. You good? Straight? Yeah. That's not. Yeah, but he's like going back down. You know, whiplash. We good to go? Good. It's clear explanation. What? And now I'm gonna show you the drill now. The drill, watch this. We're gonna have the bags. We here. We work the feet. Pull. We straight? Remember Coach Nick, I was asking for the, Coach Nick, we don't have the step overs. In a real life, we're gonna have the step overs. It won't be that high. We good?
Okay, so that's step over.
Those are step overs. I need Coach Ryan, come explain.
You're saying you're getting the full call to your set.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly.
Is this a situation where you would be late, you'd rather play late, you're not able to beat the pinner?
But even But even if you read it fast, you're still gonna have to beat that block.
Because if I'm the Will, I'm bending over top of that. Sure, if I'm the Mike, I might have to fight him.
Yeah.
Is it the pull? Or is it the
Second level down block. But I'm saying, okay, non, ça c'est pas le puller. Ça c'est le down block. Ça je dis. Ok, c'est bon.
Sur le pool, il y a un down block.
Oui. Oui.
If I see him fast enough, but if I'm late to it, then I got to fight him. That's what I'm saying.
But I do what I would say. What I do feel like you're gonna have to, yeah. Like I feel like there's gonna be a contact created with him. Unless you unless it's like, let's say pull.
I'm coming.
No, pull. No, I'm this is a down blocker. Like he has he has a free release on you.
He does, but then he takes a bad hand. You could.
Most of the time.
It depends on what techniques.
100%.
So like,
Yeah.
if you had someone in this gap, you're gonna get a double take. But it would be, you're talking about backside linebacker. It would be my guard pull. I'm finding double take.
Yes.
Front side linebackers.
No. So guys. No, yeah, I think they got it, bro. You guard pulls.
Yes, I was asking in this situation.
I think I know. So guys, no, I think I understand the confusion you got.
Pull.
Check. Non, c'est ça, mais non, Dan, il a raison. Attends. Your guard pull. Maybe I didn't speak well. Not if you the will, you pull, he's not gonna have to make contact.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's start.
Exactly.
This guy gonna be free. He's gonna take you over the top.
Exactly. The Mike's gonna fight him.
Exactly, but this dude is gonna, like, most of the time, depending on the scheme,
joint is meant for him.
he's gonna have to,
Only for one back.
like,
You have a,
This
oh,
way,
yeah,
I have
okay,
to-
c'est moins pour moi, ça va t'avoir.
Parce que même-
Deux sets, pas les trois, non. Two back.
Dépendant de la ligne, oui.
Ah.
Dépendant de la ligne.
Tu
Oui.
peux prendre deux hommes, puis tu peux pas le
Oui.
Mike et ça, donc,
Dépendant de la ligne. Dépendant de
Yeah,
la
that's-
ligne.
that's what I said.
C'est juste qu'il veut dire que ce bloc-là sera pas tout à l'heure. Des fois, tu
Je
peux
le
le
remets
mettre.
ça.
Oui,
C'est ça,
100%.
I want to explain to kids this
100%.
might happen. You're gonna
Okay, good.
But you don't have to fight him like sitting.
I'm going good, yeah, for sure.
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est juste que s'il n'est pas là pour chercher
Oui, je sais, mais I get it. Together, everybody together. What we doing, why we doing it, and how we doing it, and how not to do. One more time. What we doing, why we doing it, how we doing it, how not to do it.
One more time.
Okay? What we doing, why we doing it, how we doing it,
What
not to do. We haven't, he hasn't said anything. Let's go. Only you, 'cause you're the only one that didn't say anything. Let's go. Un jour, tu vas rentrer là-dedans un jour. On a des plans pour toi dans 10 ans, quand tu vas à la retraite. Tu reviens. On a déjà des plans, t'inquiète.
On va avoir la formation de coaching.
Ah oui, tu vas déjà être formé, t'as déjà fait la formation. Tu l'as bâti avec nous. Vas-y.
Tu fasses quoi? What? Oh, what we're doing,
Look at the camera.
how we're doing it, why we're doing it, and why not.
Ah, start over. What? Why? Not what, how. What, why?
What, why, and what?
Why, how, what?
Listen to Chinny.
What we're doing,
What?
why we're doing it, how we're doing it, and what not to do.
Non, mais lui, il avait dit le contraire. Il avait dit what, how, why.
Oh, you're
Mais lui, vas-y, on fait ça. Pourquoi on fait ça? Comment on le fait?
Especially the gap scheme, I want them to understand.
On t'a été on se prépare, toi, c'est pour. Dans 10, là, t'as 3 ans universitaires, 7 ans pro.
Non.
Good, come back.
Je vais raser.
Okay, let's listen.
J'ai pas mis l'huile ce matin.
Let's listen. Lock in. Le gars, il parle du football.
Qu'est-ce que tu foncé au joue? Regarde ce truc pas c'est ça. Non, regarde,
But this is good. And I'm something. What happened here with you adding up the Tuesday meetings that we're gonna have?
Ça, c'est fou, ça.
Let's do it.
Add something.
And Coach Ryan is teaching us.
drill, guys, we're going to focus out. We're going to work the pin block drill, all right? We're not going to get too into the scheme, right? But at some point, we're gonna have a gap scheme where we're gonna have a puller and a double team, right? So this is gonna be how we're gonna work over the double team, right? As that linebacker.
Good.
Said, you mind grabbing the bag or one of you
Okay,
guys grab
coach.
the
Now
bag?
you're talking the language, coach.
Okay. Right. And the key here, guys, we want to work. And this is a situation where we have to get over the top, right? We have to get over the top of the double team, right? So Seth will be the free runner off the double team. The other guy will be taking the D lineman that's down. Seth just work at angle to me here. Okay. Angle here. Okay. And I'm going to work as I get here, right? I'm going to have two components of my upper body, right? My power arm and my pulling arm. Okay. I want to work across here. At the same time, I'm going to skate with my feet, right? I'm going to give some ground to gain ground, okay? Then work across into a football position, right, where I'm going to get the ball carrier coming to me.
Well, good. What not to do, though? What not to do?
Don't get caught on that block, right? We have to get over the top. We can't spend too much time. Don't be too powerful, right, trying to take on that block.
Let's go! This drill is for zone coverage, right? It's for zone coverage. So what we're gonna do, and what we're gonna do it. So all we're gonna do is gonna work our eyes. I want us to work the mechanic of our zone dropping. So what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it? We're gonna have Antoine here. Antoine's gonna give us a number. We want to make sure we have clean eyes in zone drop. There's three things that we put when it comes to zone drop is what? Sense of urgency, locate eyes, and body positioning. We talked about that, right? So the first thing I want us to do is locate 45 to get some sense of urgency. He's gonna give us a number 1. I want us to flip into a weave or a pedal depending on the distance we're in. And then after that, I want us to read who? Quarterback. So we're working the full mechanic from dropping, sense of urgency, get your eyes flip. 1. I want to hear it. And then once I get 1, I want to read the quarterback. Why do you want to read the quarterback? You want to let the quarterback paint the route with his eyes. The quarterback is going to paint his route. I don't have to drop and be here to know if he's going in or out. Me being in good position, taking snapshots, and letting the quarterback tell me what is going on around me. If there's an in, if there's an out, let the quarterback paint the route with his eyes. We good? What not to do? I don't want to see guys lacking sense of urgency here. I don't want to see guys, the second thing, I don't want to see guys finishing the drill in a 45 because we do need to flip. And the last thing, I don't want to see guys too tight to our work. Why? Because we protect the inside. And if I'm too tight to the work, guess what I'm doing? I lose the vision because right now, I can't see Antoine. But right now, I can see Antoine. So if I'm too tight, I can't see him and I'm going to be wrapped easily. So keep a yard distance, flip, sense of urgency. I'm going to show you how he's going to look now. Who's the quarterback? Wood, dis le quarterback. You just... Non, non. Mais attends, tu vas faire comme... Avec tes yeux, quand j'attribue au top, tu vas faire un out ou un in. Avec tes yeux. Mais comme... S'il fait un out, drive down the line, parce qu'on n'a pas d'espace là-bas. S'il fait un in, il drive là-bas. T'as compris? Alors? OK. Yeah, come on, go ahead. So he looked, les deux have to work, so you have to also look at him. We good? Yeah. Mais ça serait un up, mais il n'y a pas de place. We good?
Yeah.
You teach a linebacker to take that high shot.
That's right. Yes. That's what What not to do is finish the drill like this in 45. Or what not to do is getting too close, because if I'm too close, I'm not protecting my inside and I can't see him. I want to give myself, this is covered, this is good. And another thing, don't lack sense of urgency. Don't, like, make sure you locate. Head on the swivel. But yeah, instead of saying head on the swivel, I like to say take snapshots, because when we tell guys head on the swivel, they do this. No, it's a snapshot. Boom, okay. I'm taking snapshots every time he's giving me information, right? We good? Woodley, up along. On va y prendre des bonnes notes. Mais il faut lire aussi, pas les prendre tout jet.
Okay.
Coach Shiggs gonna be quarterback experience, Joe.
So what we will be doing is the number system drill. What we will be doing, Antoine will be snapping a number 1 to 5 with his finger. What I want you to do is take sense of urgency. So you drop 45, come back with a weave. Not I don't want you to go 45 and stay 45 looking at your location. I want you to snapshot and then after that look at the quarterback. He's gonna tell you where the ball is going. So if you look at the quarterback, he go inside, you know you gotta shuffle inside. So I want you to take snapshot of it. Sense of urgency. Go 45, weave. Not too close to your target because he can come back inside. Quarterback won't tell you what to do. That's it.
Why are we doing the drill?
This is a coverage drill.
Yeah, so we have to say so. The first thing,
This is a
hey, this is why we're doing the number system drill. Why we doing this drill? We're working our eyes in coverage. Good?
defense.
What's the points? Locate, urgency, and what?
Yeah, urgency, locate, and body positioning.
Body position.
Yeah. So go?
Yep.
Good? We clap or we don't clap? Or we want you to do it again?
Do it again. I was there.
Do it again? Do it again. Yeah. What we doing? Why we doing? What we doing? What we doing
What
is
we
this.
doing is
Why
the
we
nu-
doing is this, and how we doing it. Like that, we say it as you go. It's better.
Okay, so what we're doing is the number system drill. So we want to work our coverage. That's why we're doing it. We're working on our zone coverage. So what I want you to do is go 45 with sense of urgency and weave back. I want your eyes back to the quarterback.
Why
so
we weave?
we weave so we don't stay 45 so we can see the quarterback.
Mais c'est ça que je te dis, c'est que that's how. I'll let you rock. Moi, je te laisse rock, mais je te dis, that's the best. Why we weave? Why?
Okay. Okay, so what we will be doing is the number system drill on in zone coverage. So we're working on our zone coverage right now. Antoine will be snapping a number. So I want you with sense of urgency, 45 drop, and then weave back to the quarterback so you can see what's going on in front of you.
Nice.
The quarterback will tell you what's going on. If he go back inside, that way you know you got to shuffle back inside. So once we start, 45 sense of urgency, I want you to shout the number 3. Go back, weave, so you see what's going on in front of you. You see the quarterback. What not to do. I don't want you to stay 45 all the way and go back there and you tight to your spot and get beat inside. So I want you to go 45 with sense of urgency and come back with your weave. That's what we will be doing.
I'm not to do. Pull, curl, hook. Why are we working this drill? This is the 3 primary linebacker drops, right? Most of our world is going to be stuck in pedal when you're dropping off the back, weave when you're dropping in short distance to a tight end or a number 3 receiver. And then once we get to the curl, we know we have to open up and get in the 45. This is why we're doing this drill. And how to do it, very simple. Like I said, we're going to start here. We're going to start with a pedal. And then there's a cone here. Every time you come back, act like you're coming down for a check down. Break, boom, check down. Then now we're working the second part of the drops, right? We work the weave. Remember what I said last time? We talked about what? Eyes. Locate every time. I don't want to see guys not locating. I want to see guys locate first. Eyes, get to it, take a snapshot, boom, break, chase your shoulder, pump your arms, transition, like you're coming for a check down. And then the last one is what? We dropping to the curl. We have to get out. Wheels. Who's the wheels here? Will? Right. Sometimes this is your world. You're going to have to get out. So I want you to work your sense of urgency, 45, and then you don't have to flip for the purpose of the drill. You come back to the check down. Boom, boom, boom. Sink and slide. You finish it. We good? You sure with that? Not comfortable yet? You can break it down. What we doing? Why we doing it? How we doing it? And then we finish with what not to do. I don't want to see guys not locating and lacking sense of urgency. Transitions, make sure you work your arms. and we're good to go. Who hasn't explained yet?
You want to demo it again?
I did one more time. So ready, hit, pedal, boom, transition arms, locate, weave, transition arms. Look at my angles, boom, 45, locate, boom. Look at my angles, boom.
You don't need a local.
Now we don't need to locate the pedal, right? So you don't let. Also, that could be one thing that what not to do. I don't want to see guys doing this. Our Windows, talk to us. We done this drill before. Tell me the what, the why, the how, and the not.
Today we're doing the full hook curl. All right. Why we're doing it is because we read the quarterback, we see the going for a pass. So we're dropping back. If you see him coming downhill, we gotta use an aggressive. What we looked at before. Aggressive T-step and arms. Arms always first. The faster your arms go, the faster your legs go. So you see him coming down, aggressive, you're coming down. From here, we're going for the hook. From here, we're doing it to weave. Remember, snapshots. I don't want anyone to be looking back the whole time and the whole play's going on in front of you. So when you're coming down, weave, snapshot. When you see the cone, aggressive, again, arms, explode, coming down. From here to a 45. Exactly the same thing again. I don't want you guys to be 45 staring at the cone the whole time. All right? Snapshots. That's the most important thing to do. Grabbing here, 45 snapshots. When you get to the cone, again, T-step, aggressive arms, you can get out as fast as you can back to the cone. And what not to do, again, don't lock your eyes towards the cone. Quick snapshots, and when you're doing the back pedal, I don't want to see anyone backpedaling and their eyes behind here the whole entire time. All right? And another thing, what not to do, body up. If your posture's too up, when you're backpedaling, you're gonna fall backwards and you're gonna be on your ass. What I want to do is nice athletic position, low, drop the hips, backpedal. You see the cone, T-step, aggressive, come down. Weave, see the cone, come down, and the same thing for the 45. All good? Good.
Why are you doing? Why you
Just
emphasize on the why.
on the Y.
Yeah, you said the why and you said the how. You said why we doing this? I want guys to. So why we doing it?
This is our world. This is what we live in. Those three drops.
This is our 3 primary jobs.
Yeah, so these are the 3 primary drops we're gonna tend to go to as a linebacker throughout our whole entire game. So by perfecting this will help us transition from pass coming downhill.
And you can also like this, like you were saying, like you can be more precise. Say, why we doing this? This is the jobs that we do as linebackers. Sometimes you're gonna drop and you tell, this is the hook, this is the curl. When you drop in the curl, you want to make sure you have a sense of urgency.
What they're doing in the game.
Yeah, like we can also get, and he's good. He was good, Mike. We're capping up.
Yeah! Yeah!
On you. Yeah! Good shit. We're almost done, brothers. We're almost done. I forget the cameras here.
Ouais, quand tu get off the camera.
For coverage, this is man-to-man drill. This is also an activation drill, or it could be used as a drill. So what we're doing is called man-to-man feet. Man-to-man feet. Why are we doing this drill? We want to be able to have a mechanic when it comes to covering a slot receiver or a running back, right? This is why we're doing it, teaching guys to play man-to-man against a slot receiver or a running back. How do you want to do it? Antoine's going to run to me. Look what I'm doing with my feet. I want to make sure when I mean man-to-man, there's 2 rules. I want to make sure that I have my feet, I have my leverage first, ears to ears, not too far. And I have my feet buzzing. Why do I want my feet buzzing? Because if my feet are flat, I cannot change it. I cannot adjust. I'm a fall. Any sports you need your feet, right? And the second thing, I want to make sure I maintain what? I maintain my line, right? I don't want to give ground. I maintain my line. So Antoine's going to start at 5. He's going to start back. Watch what I'm doing. I'm here, ready to hit. Boom, boom. I'm not backpedaling. I have my eyes either on the hip. Sometimes This is Dean, JC Dean. Guys, with some guys are saying you look at the jersey number as well. Look at the jersey number, could be one of the things. It could be the hip as well. Once you see the jersey number disappear, that's when you can work with it. We good? What not to do? I don't want to see guys with feet in the cement, and I don't want to see guys backpedaling. We good to go? Clear, concise, right? I'm also working my communication. Sometimes I realize I expect people to know things. Active meaning what? Expect to move. If I'm here and he does one move and I'm reacting, relax. You're gonna get some. Relax. Don't be overreactive. Let him do the move. Let him do the dance. But those pointers, Antoine, that you just said, could be like you let them go. Hey, okay, hey, good. Two things. Like you see how you got beat. Make sure you don't be overreactive. Make sure you guys don't play with your hands. We keep adding on. With money? Who I didn't get? One.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me again. I want you to explain the drill.
All right, we will
Man-to-man feet.
man to man feet, right? I want one guy being the receiver. I want the linebacker to be inside lever, always inside lever. Put your hand right on his inside shoulder. I don't want your feet too wide or too narrow. Basically, I want your feet buzzing. So your feet gotta be buzzing. What I don't want is feet in the cement. I don't want that. I don't want guys backpedaling. You gotta stay on your line. So while we're doing this, has he come to you? You don't want to get beat inside. You don't want to get beat inside. That's why you got your inside leverage. Back up. That's why you got your inside leverage. So when he comes, I don't want guys throwing their arms. Play with your feet. I want you to play with your feet. So I don't want you throwing your arm left and right. Play with your feet and stay patient. Don't overreact. That's what we'll be doing. No, I'm missing.
What, just corrige? Okay, so you never get to the why. Your why is your how. Every time you say why, you start saying how to do it. That's one of the things. And two, you can be more precise into what you want to accomplish in the drill. So the main point of the drill is called man-to-man feet. Like you mentioned one time a little bit of I don't want you to stop your feet. Like you mentioned it one time, but that should be like, hey, we're doing man-to-man feet. Why are we doing this? We're working the mechanic on man-to-man coverage with a slot receiver or running back. You see the why? Like I'm going deep. Why are we doing this? The big thing I want us to do in the drill, how are we doing it? The feet is the focus. Like this is the main focus. I think we spend more time on the leverage than this part.
Okay.
So I think it's just be more concise of like, okay, what is the drill first? The drill is man-to-man. I want to have my feet buzzing the entire time. Boom, boom, boom. And I want to make sure that I'm not overreactive, coaching.
In that drill, you never talk about the ends because you want the focus on the feet.
It's 100%. So like I was saying for when Antoine mentioned it is maybe the second round.
But
when
can we do it like
we can
in
do
two
it too.
parts?
100%.
First part with the ends in the back.
For sure.
Just talking about the head, keeping the head inside.
I love it.
And after that, part two, add the punch.
100%.
Opposite head punch.
So what coach saying is like instead of having the drill here, we started drill here.
Yeah.
So we could man-to-man fit, be like, hey, I want you guys to have your hands in your back. Because the why? Because I don't want you guys to play with your hands. I want you guys to keep the focus on your feet. C'est je veux dire, c'est comme après tu peux dire le what not to do. I don't want you guys to be too narrow, whatever you want to say, which is fine. I don't want you guys to backpedal, but I think it's just being more precise of. An advice I would give you guys is really say this: like you don't have to be a robot, but tell it. What we doing? We're doing man-to-man feet. We're working this. Why we doing this? I'm repeating the question. Why we doing this? Because we want to work on a mechanic on man-to-man against a slot receiver. And how we doing it? We want to focus on the feet. We want to make sure you keep the feet buzzing. I want us to have a hand in the bag because I don't want you to play with your hands. So make sure you are patient, play with your, and then you don't have to sit there overreacting. Let them do it. Once they understand this, what not to do? I don't want to have guys put feet in the cement. I don't want to have guys backpedal. You guys are good? 2 guys in. Let's do a demo. Okay, what? Boom, boom, boom. You guys like it? Line up. You know? So more precise and having a plan because become what not to do, how, why, what not, and now, okay, buzz your feet. So juste répéter la question dans votre tête. Tu peux le dire, oh, yeah, what we doing today, why we doing this, guys, and how we doing it, and what not to do. I think that would be just easier. So chill. Let's go do it again. Man-to-man sheet. You see, it's different. Everybody was. I mean, we all felt the way when you said it. What we doing? Il fait toujours ça, lui.
Let me see what's the name of it?
Man-to-man feet. We're working the feet, right?
What we're doing, man-to-man feet. We will be working on our man-to-man. So while we're doing this, we're working on the mechanic on the man-to-man, right? So we will be at 5 yard, right? So what I want while we're doing this, we want to work on your feet. We want to work on your feet, so you will be inside leverage of your guy. We're working on the running back or the slot back, right? So I want you inside leverage. We're playing man-to-man, right? I don't want your feet too wide, too narrow. I don't want you to back pedal. I want you to stay on your line, buzz your feet. Don't leave your feet in assembly, right? So I want you to buzz your feet as he comes to you. I want to stay inside leverage. I don't want guys to throw their hands all over the place. So we will be working without our hands for the first time. Without our hands,
Without hands in the back here.
without the hands, yeah, the first time. So that's what we'll be doing. I want you guys.
Yeah. You good? It's okay, you guys?
Yes, sir.
Like just personally, like my thought in terms of
Yeah, go ahead.
educating somebody on something, like when you give them that what not to do, sometimes that's like in their head. So if like we're talking about like, can we just the what not to do's as those coaching points? Again, you're talking about what Antoine said. Like, okay,
After,
so I'm gonna tell you exactly how I want it done. I want you buzzing
Yeah.
your feet. I want you staying at depth.
Yeah.
Right. Boom, boom. Have them go through it. No. We're not backing up.
Yeah.
No. We got to make sure we're not in the cement.
So then what not
Like-
to do?
you saying
That's
after, I'm
the
just saying,
coaching point.
Later. Exactly.
I feel like
I would
I'm
say-
That,
putting more
the
emphasis
what,
on
why,
we
how,
want and not
and
practice.
coaching point
What not to do.
Yeah.
equals what not to do.
I would say this though. I agree. I would to a certain extent. I would say
Yeah.
that the what not to do should be the basic of the mechanic of the drill. Like bro, I don't want you to back up. But then the coaching point will be the small detail of your hands being overreactive.
Yeah.
So
I
I feel like the what
framing
the,
it and saying-
the what not to do doesn't have to be a lot. It
But
could
if
be-
I frame it in like, hey, like I don't have to say I don't want you guys
Yeah.
backing up. Like, hey, the way we're doing it is we're here, we're playing it at 5, and we're staying put.
Yeah.
Like we're buzzing.
Yeah.
And we react off of him.
Because if we put more emphasis on what not to do, that's what they're gonna remember, and then they're gonna
Like-
keep on doing the mistakes of what we don't want.
I would say that if you tell them what not to do, it will be a clear, concise instruction of what they want. And then I would say that the coaching point after would be the small details. I'd be like, oh, don't back up, don't do this, don't. That would be the. But I think the what not to do, especially for a lot of drills, what not to do would be like,
It does marry
You
up.
said, you
It
know how
does
you
marry
said,
up with the how
Right.
for sure.
you know how you said the first round.
Yeah.
You can give him the positive aspect of things, and then after the first
you
round,
give
then
them
you bring
the
the
point. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying we're saying the same thing in terms of yes, the coaching point should be the what not to do after the first round. But I'm
Yeah.
saying we could also give them a what not to do based on the mechanic of the drill. So we don't have the one round they go and but we have guys dropping to
Yeah,
like
you don't want to waste.
exactly.
for sure.
So don't go
Like-
too deep in the details of what not to do,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but say at least like yo
Something
the
that,
mechanic of it.
like fundamental to the drill.
Exactly.
In terms of what not to do. Like don't
And-
go ahead.
And I would say the what not to do should be what we expect them to like the stupid stuff that we expect them to mess up.
Something big like
Yeah.
don't go on your heels.
Exactly.
That's really big.
Exactly.
You don't want that. After that, the coaching points
You go after the first
are
round.
like the other
Yes,
what
I
we
agree.
did.
I agree. So I agree. I think you said that earlier too, and Antoine, you mentioned that too. It's like the coaching point will be the what not to do after the first round or the second round. But we could give just so we do have at least the first rep. We don't like hey what I don't want to see is guys that finish the drop 45. Boom. Après ça, quand ils vont
Yeah, that's it.
flip earlier. Don't get too tight. Get one snapshot. Try to get those little shit. Now we get to the round. But I think the first one, like saying what not to do would make them focus on that. I think it's the opposite. I think
because people tend to remember when you
put emphasis on the negative without thinking, people tend to emphasis on the negative, and then it becomes, even if they don't want it, it becomes something that they end up doing just because.
That's a poor
We're
mindset.
saying
No, but it's just human psyche.
we're saying some of the same things here. So for example, this one, if I tell them, okay, on your 45, you're getting into the heat.
Yeah.
Right? Like that, I told them what not to do by saying at the top of the 45.
And you repeat it in the whatnot now.
What's in terms of what not to do? Hey, at the top, I don't want you guys staying in that 45.
That could be the only thing you say.
Yeah, no. It's we're debating like very
No, I'm not debating.
minor stuff.
I'm not debating.
Good talk, though. Good talk. Good
Yeah.
talk.
I'm not debating. You're not
Good
debating.
talk. Good talk.
But I agree. I think we're saying the same thing. I think we're saying that
Yeah.
don't focus too much on the whatnot.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I agree. So let's not. Now let's rewind what we just said. The what not to do can't be too deep. It should be the basic.
Yeah.
Good? I like that.
Good talk. Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk.
Good talk.
Let's take coach.
It's the coaching points now.
And then when you want to go deeper, as a coach, get around, man. Get around. Get around. But that was great. But we good? They should bring it up. Next drill. That's to the bêtises. Again, this year, the luxury that we have is we have the D-line prototype. The D-line prototype, I know Dan thinks I'm going to end up coaching it because he's saying that there's too many, whatever it's going to be. But we have two great teachers, Ben Marion and Junior Luke. Guys that have a lot of experience and guys that are technicians. So we're going to work with them to develop what we do as well in our angle. But for us, the stuff that I feel like for linebackers are very important is the stuff that we're about to go over. So what we're going to do, hezzy, rally. Jab step rally, hezzy rally. Call it how you want. I call it jab step rally, hezzy rally. Why are we doing this? Actually, write it down, Wood. Why are we doing this? This is a setup move. Whenever you're going against on a one-on-one against a running back, but especially a lineman, it's good to use a setup move because what you're doing is you force him to stop his feet, you force him to be honest, you force him to freeze him, you force him to shift his weight. So having a setup move is very important. So how are we going to do it? Let me show you the drill. How are we going to do it? Jab step rally. The first progression we're going to do, we're only going to work the jab. And how we work the jab? Be a salesman. Commission breath. You heard me, sir? Be a salesman. Be a salesman, right? So head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Head, shoulder, knees, and toes. First, we're just working the sound. Boom. We're doing this. And then at the end, there's going to be Wood playing with his hands. I'm going to get around him, and I'm going to finish. The second round now, we're working the pull back. We're working the pull back, meaning I'm selling, and I'm coming down, gaining ground. Boom, boom. I'm gaining ground. Boom, boom. I'm gaining ground. Boom, boom. I'm gaining ground. Jab step rally. What not to do? Now I don't want to be too precise. Fucking Blair Smith, man. I love it. So what not to do is not bringing your shoulder in your head. We good? I will explain the second drill too as we go. When we're done, we're going to do it on air. But this time, one of the stuff you're going to realize is your jab step can be stationary. We have to gain ground into the move. So if Dan is the O-line or the running back, my jab step can be here. I have to be able to gain ground and gain ground. So the next one we're going to do is on air. Boom, boom. I'm gaining ground with my jab, with my hezzy. Same thing, bring your head, bring your shoulder, bring your knees, bring your toes, and bring it back. We good with that? So what I want 2 lines. I say what not to do, make sure you don't just bring your foot, because some guys will do this.
Bring your whole body.
Bring your body, bring everything. At the end, give clear, concise. I want 2 lines here. Line it up on me. Hey, I want a guy here that's waiting here when you run it. I need oh, see, precise, concise. I was just gonna
Pull back or shoot, pull back.
no pull back for the first one.
Make sure you gotta step back out.
Yeah, and not the first one. First one is just step. After someone is pull back. Pass rush. And the second one, gain ground on the pullback. Yeah, like that. Boom. Yes. Yes, tonton. Yes, tonton. Yes. Vas-y. Fais le dombolo. Fais le dombolo. Gain ground now, Daniel. Ah. C'est bête, hein? Good. Get it. Il dit fais le dombolo. Dombolo! C'est bien, 10 sur 10 pour le dombolo.
Dombolo, champion du monde! Hein?
Hey. Tout le monde en position de tir. Champion. Rakata, 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 rakata. You good? On fait quoi? We good with that?
Yeah.
And we almost out of here. The next one. Okay, next one is super important. And we started doing it last year. Carve. So now, what we have, we're working the carve. Why we working the carve? Pay attention to this. Whenever we pass rushing, we have the first phase when we're getting speed. We have the setup move. The last step will be bending the corner. So that's why we're using the carve. There's 2 ways to be able to bend the corner. We have the hip flippers. The problem with the hip flippers is look at the time and look at the distance that I'm still creating. What we try to teach now the linebackers is the carve. You still open your hip, but look what I'm doing with my inside foot. Boom. I'm getting myself behind. Right? So this way, I'm able to me télétransporter derrière mon adversaire. Right? Because if I'm just doing this, he can recover and block me. C'est bon. Oh, shit, t'es fort. But if I'm here, I'm able to boom, boom, carve. I'm getting myself around. So for, oh shit, en plus, je voulais ramener les hoops. Pas grave. So for that drill, what I want us to do. Yeah. The hoop. What I want us to do, we're going to work on the hoops. We're going to have the hoops coming out. This is my fault, guys. We had the hoops and I was like, put it back. So what we're going to do, we're going to work 2 things. Mike, you mind removing the cones? Perfect. Oh, you can disconnect it?
Yeah.
Just use 1. 2. Gracias, papa.
Thank you.
So hip flip is, you don't want a hip flip.
So what do you want to do?
You want to carve.
That
means you want to carve with your. So look how he's gonna look. Now we work the hezzy, we work the setup move. We also work the takeoff, right? We understand as guys coming off the edge, your coach sends you off the edge on coverage 0, whatever coverage it is. You win at the beginning. You coming out like this, you're not doing bullshit. So I want us to come in, take off. I want to see your hezzy, I want to see your jab. Take off, boom, boom, and then I'm working the carve. The way I'm working the carve, I want to dissociate my upper body. I want to bring my body, my torso to the quarterback, right? So this will be the quarterback will be in the middle of the hexagon, boom, and I'm getting my leg through. Look at my hands. I'm ready to swipe, boom, I'm getting my leg through. Look at my hands, boom, I'm getting my leg through. I take my time with it. Look at my toe, pointing, I'm turning the corner, I'm getting my leg through. Once I get here, same thing again. I'm speeding off like I'm taking off for 3rd down. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing. I'm getting my leg through. Look at my upper body. Dissociate. I'm getting my leg through. Look at my legs. Boom, my upper body. Boom. I'm getting my leg through. And I finish. And the last one, usually you want to do it on air. Last one, you get on air. Boom, 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 boom. Finish. Get yourself out. We're good to go. It's good. That makes sense, though? You guys want to try it so you guys can?
Still flipping your hip.
Yeah, you see it. Guys, cars, you still flip it, so you just get like
So like or else you do that.
Yeah.
Stop flipping it. Now he's not flipping.
No. It's okay. That's why we're doing this. So, guys, yes, you still hip. You still. It's like this. You still flip your hips, but you get your leg through. Yes. I get your chest in the middle. The hexagon. Get your chest in the hexagon. Yeah, c'est mieux. So, you play soccer? It's like you take like.
Yeah. Man, Chris, are we going?
Je suis oublié de faire les shit.
Before doing all this?
Je suis oublié, hein.
On va faire juste ça.
T'es content?
Parce que je pense que ce mouvement en tant que tel est assez compliqué. On devrait faire ça après.
Avant?
Ouais, juste tout ça.
Tu dis avant, juste le faire comme ça?
Yeah.
Oui. Ouais.
C'est pas naturel.
Ouais. Toi, tu veux dire que juste rester là? C'est ça? Tu dis de pas courir?
Ça, c'est la progression.
Tu dis de pas courir, toi?
Ouais.
Je peux pas faire le jab set. Et toi, on vient de faire le jab set là. On a fait le jab set.
Moi,
Toi, tu dirais, commence ici, puis on regarde les gars ici comme ça. On peut faire ça aussi. Boum.
Ensuite, je suis sûr qu'il n'était pas capable de le faire avec le jab step.
Ça, c'est ok, c'est ça. Juste le pas, c'est ça.
Faisait, puis après, il embarquait dans l'autre.
Il has to do that.
Watch out.
Lui, toi, tu m'as connu comme un pass rusher, toi.
Ben, à vous, tu regardes d'abord comment ça va.
Ben non.
Yo, l'argent se passe. L'argent se passe.
J'aurais pas fait l'argent à 6 pieds, bro.
Hey, l'argent se passe comme ça. T'as vu comment on pousse?
Ah, mon cher, t'es plus grand que moi, bro.
Attends.
Moi, j'étais 6 pieds, bro.
Il faut l'amitié. T'as vu qu'on lui quand il était.
Lui, il était linebacker.
Ok, il est hors
Il était fort comme linebacker en
Il
plus.
est hors edge là.
Ah, je sais, il est
Combien il
fort.
fait pour être comme ça?
Ouais. Descends. Descends. 250? Mais il est fort, bro, lui. Il joue à Dartmouth, ouais. On m'appelle en plus de lui, bro. Il jouait linebacker, il jouait Mike. Il est tout petit.
Justement, c'est ça.
Hey, papa. Amène ton orteil. Bring your toe, bring your upper body too. Amène ton chest, dissocie. And Brian said, like, maybe we could do something to start. You have the hoop, you make them do on the hoop, that's it. Especially if you have the Block Brothers. If you have the Block Brothers, you gotta do it like that. C'est vrai, non?
Si tu serais resté bien toute ta vie, quoi, on jamais joué à l'amitié, ce serait toi.
T'abuses, toi.
Comme ça.
Ramène ton corps, tonton.
Comment mon corps?
Comme ton upper body, dissocie.
Ton
Upper body au milieu de l'hexagone.
On se regarde au milieu de l'hexagone.
Oui, comme ça, oui. C'est yes. Là, tu parles vraiment bien. En plus, you look good. Et moi, tu ris. Yo, il fait la drill, il commence à rire. Moi, tu ris. J'ai pas ri, rien, bro.
Il a fait, il m'a regardé.
Moi, tu ris. Ramène ton upper body. Ramène ton upper body au milieu du hexagone. C'est mieux. Ton orteil maintenant good, c'est mieux. Alright, guys, 2 more things.
The kids have to.
Why not? You know?
You're a good man.
I appreciate you. I'm trying at least. So, pull up. On y va balancer.
Why you gotta take it so personal?
I don't.
What's the name of the drill, coach?
Hand fight.
Hit you already.
Fight?
I'm perfect. Hand fight. So, what I will do with James, I want us to, and I think that paid off a lot. I believe that paid off a lot this year for the guys. We did a lot of that. Yeah, exactly. So, I want us to be able to have the guys just be conscious of working the hands and building that habit, right? So, all we're going to do with the guys is if we put a hand high, now if we put a hand to the shoulder, double hand swipe, right? If we put it higher, forklift. We can even add forklift with a stab. Yeah, we could do it, but for now, let's just keep the forklift. Let's just keep the forklift for now. Boom. Low, arm over pin, stab, boom. Club, my bad. Pin it. Good. Same thing the other side, low. Good. And then low. Get your hands off me. Pin it against my body. And what else we had? Now we double forklift. So we have forklift, double hand swipe, arm over pin, and that's it. That's all we had.
Yeah.
I think at the end we had the arm drag. We added the arm drag, which you put it like kind of here, and we brought that one in, that one you pull. So that was at the end of the summit. We had when the guys were getting better. We had the one that guys were coming in the middle, boom, arm drag, coming in, and the more you advance, it's just better for the guys. So they have, but in real life, they're not gonna think anything. Arm drag.
That move?
So,
Here?
boom.
That inside hand.
Yeah,
over.
you remove it. So put it here. You guys can get closer too, man. You guys are far. Get closer. Get personal with us. So we'll be dragging.
Elbow, and then pull.
The hips, create,
Yeah.
carve.
Maybe the carve.
That's
You
cool.
good? But for now, we keep this. So you got it? Or
You want me to throw hands? I'll throw hands.
Okay. So you boom.
Yeah.
Here. This will be forklift.
Yeah, that's just.
And then make sure the guys look at the feet. Make sure the guys are always moving. So you don't want guys to be like this. So we here, and then I hand. Boom. Boom. Like
That's okay here.
because if you here, I gotta. So you can put it here though.
You want me to hit you in the hip?
Yeah, because if you like you here, you're already doing the movement for me.
Yeah.
So
That's
no,
what you
listen.
want, no?
I want you here.
Swipe avec les choses. Tu le mets comme ça.
Ouais.
Tu fais ça.
So easy.
C'est notre bord, non?
Non,
I'm walking in like this, toi, tu me sens comment?
Boom. That's it. But it doesn't play against boom.
Ouais. Moi, je
I'll be
pense-
working both though.
Okay, you're working.
So I'm not tripping on it.
mais tu sais, c'est parce que tu n'as pas tes grandes choses, tes choses de boxe.
Ouais, non, j'ai pas là.
It's some boxing pads.
Yeah, tap.
À la fin, je commence
if
à
you
faire
do
comme
that, you hit the inside of the pad.
Mhm.
So it's middle here that you put the.
Yeah. We good? So while we doing it, just be able to work our hands, improving our reflexes as well. What to not do, don't have your feet in the cement. I want you guys to have your feet. And another thing for pass rush, arms up, use your, Marcus already say, use your length. Like don't, use your length. I'm here. And the next thing I don't want to see,
Can you just go over the goblet? So forklift, double head swipe,
Double hand swipe.
forklift,
double head swipe.
arm over pin.
Arm over pin.
Bend down
Double
too.
swipe. This is double swipe here, you know? And then
Forklift.
this up here. That's why this should be
And
forklift.
bend down.
This
No.
should be forklift.
Forklift.
And double head swipe should be the minute.
Yeah. Because this should be forklift. I don't. Why am I going up here for you to forklift?
'Cause if it's-
no
if-
offensive line gonna do this.
It's like that,
Forklift, you say?
and it's like that.
Double hand swipe.
Forklift.
Forklift.
Grace, walk in.
I'm trying to think.
C'est comme ça qu'on le faisait.
Non, c'est pas comme ça.
No,
C'est sûr,
we're
je
doing
te-
this. We're doing that.
We're doing a little higher for
Ouais,
forklift.
c'est comme ça.
Ouais, forklift.
Yeah.
Ça.
Yeah.
Comme ça. Puis comme ça.
Allez, passe off.
C'est ça.
Fait que
c'est
si
ton-
le line baisse-
Okay, j'ai une question. So I have a question. So how would you, in a game, you forklifting, okay, tonton, tu forklift ici, genre?
Non,
No.
si.
C'est ça que je t'ai dit.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm in this stance. You put it as you're putting it
Fais-le.
right here. So
Ouais,
I'm
ouais,
not
ouais,
forklift you right here. So I'm saying.
Vas-y, jog.
Mais parce que qu'est-ce que je veux dire, c'est que, check, vas-y, mets-toi pour le forklift. Check, il est où?
C'est là que tu forklift.
Oui,
Il y a son casque.
parce que moi, je m'attends au forklift quand il est ici.
That's not gonna happen.
S'il est ici.
That's-
Yes, il est. Why would he not?
Why would an offensive lineman, let's say I'm coming on a pass rush, why would he shoot his hand there? He's gonna shoot it here.
But even if
like,
okay,
but like,
but I'm saying, okay, so think about
Like you're not
or
gonna
you can catch it. Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'm just saying.
so you guys are
Is
saying
it just reaction or is it like
reacting reflexes.
is it like
If we talk games,
That's
you're pushing an in here. You know what I'm saying? Because here you already lift him up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Mais moi, je te dis, comme je le
Que toi, tu
faisais
veux faire ça.
l'année passée,
Mhm.
là, moi, je mettais ici.
Ça c'était
Puis
quoi?
je mettais ici.
Ça c'était faux grip?
Yeah.
Ok,
Puis
c'était
je
quoi?
mettais
Swipe?
comme ça, swipe.
Parce que quand tu double hand swipe, quand j'arrive
là,
to double, it's like,
I'm
your hands
open
are right
to
here. I'm good.
Comme ça.
I'm open to it.
Comme ça. Comme ça.
Now, forklift.
Really-
Yeah, forklift. Forklift right here. Yeah.
really good.
Vas-y là. Vas-y là.
Jackie Chan.
Vas-y là.
Hiya. Yo.
We good?
So,
That's how you guys help, toi.
C'est bon ça.
Ok, c'est bon, on va changer. So we're changing it. We're changing it. We good? So thank you, James. Thank you, Coach. We're changing it.
I move the pins.
So forklift is on the shoulder
Yeah. Which makes sense.
here,
Swipe.
and then double hand side. What not to do? Don't have your hand tight here. Use your what? Maximize your what?
Like
Maximize your what?
Speed.
Maximize your real estate. Maximize your real estate.
He hates you.
Maximize your real estate meaning if I'm, let's say I only have this and I miss, but if I'm here,
Yeah, you got
I'm getting something. So here,
So it's forearm and elbow grip.
yes,
stagger.
stagger, yeah, exactly.
What's the difference between the pin and the arm over and arm over pin? On
Same thing. It's just this
It's
one.
like a pin.
That's the pin.
For this first hand goes in.
Yeah. That's arm over. That's pin.
okay, so arm over pin is
It's
one
together,
movement, yes.
yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Good. Eventually, I don't know what we're gonna do, but eventually, I do want to have the.
you just don't work
Good,
on it.
good eyes.
I was gonna grab it.
Yeah.
We good? You guys want to try a little bit and we go try it. Get together. I'll walk and I'll take. Get together. Get together. You like it? Get together. Get together.
Right here.
Everybody see. Get together. Get together. Get together. Separate your hands though. Yeah, good. Good, please. The other one. Other one.
You can do it inside out.
Inside out, inside out. Good.
Right here.
Check ça. Je vais faire ça. Si je donne mon ça.
Ok, si tu le choix.
And now a second check. A second pointer could be what?
Ok, ça fait ça.
A second pointer could be what? Coach Nick, a second pointer could be what when you see guys doing it? We can say what? One thing I always say is keep your enemies. Keep it. So when we're doing the pin, it can be.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Right, you got to make sure we what? Go ahead. Stay tight. And then carve, but you want to stay tight because you want to keep your enemies close. Cool. What kind of silence was that? On dirait que tu l'as fait mal.
Non, yo, je t'ai expliqué, hein? Yo, j'ai expliqué, il a dit, oh, nice.
Is gonna grab.
Grab. It's like same principle that I was looking at my rib overhand.
Yeah.
Now-
Instead of doing overhand, you pull this, pull, and then you jab it back.
No,
Non, mais donc, je te fais. C'est pas ça.
Do this,
T'as vu comment?
do this, and flip your head.
Faut que tu dises, moi, je suis où? Oh.
Tu bailles.
Tu sens? Vas-y.
So it's really
Vas-y.
Lock it in here.
Vas-y.
It's bud.
Got you. Ça, I got you, I got you. Alors, ça. Ça, il est frère. Il faut matcher. Il y a un jeune qui a compris, il dit, il va pas être aimé comme ça. Les gars, ouais, je vais. Next thing. Là, les gars aiment trop la caméra. Les gars sont soft, hein. C'est pas juste les gars de Québec ou Laval aussi. So what I'm gonna give Antoine in the line, turn around, everybody turn around, except for James. I either do this, that means you guys double team him out, and then you step out, that means you have a free gap, out and out. Exactement, out and out. No, out and out, you press your gap. If I do, you penetrate, fall back.
Yo, just
It's canceling the gap.
Exactement. And if I do this, regular, meaning you have single block where you go kind of fast. You maintain your gap still. You don't have that penetration. Now he will be coming here. He's out. So that means it's regular. They're coming up to you. There's no penetration from him.
Yeah, if I get that double team in the split, though, I'm being red. That's play action. So I'm here, and then I wait till the ball's given, then I go. If I get this, and I get open down like this, I get double team. Yeah. Then I'm reading, and then.
I think of the back being here, the floor's going here. Just press the gap. Good? Don't think about RPO, just press the gap. You good? So this linebacker will press. This, I fucked up, but I fuck it. This, that means just regular. You play single, here, bump, go. Play your gap, post him up, boom, and then eyes on the back. And then the next one, the last one is Antoine penetrates, you rise up, cancel your gap, you press your gap, you fall back. Easy reads for LBs, and some young guys are going to help them a lot. So we good. So let's rep it, right?
If I could add something to this.
Yes, go ahead.
Like you said, it's important to lower the back, so make sure.
100%. Mateo.
Lower the back.
For sure. Back here, floor here.
Exactly, because you know back's going away. I don't know how you teach it. If the back's away from us,
yeah, if the alignment here, 100%. Même chose. We good, so turn around. Yes. Ready. And can I keep?
Rico.
Say hit. Good. You get 2 reps in a row. T'es chill avec ton genou? You clear? Ready. Next one, turn around. Ready. Say hit. But move with your gap though. I know we should probably move that line here because we on the wall. Yeah, we should push it here. I know. Yeah.
If he's crouching, I have to sit cancel on my gap.
I know, yeah, we should go like that, but it's okay. But you guys understand it though? So we used to do that at Edmonton, I think. Like the pod, so he penetrates.
We're talking about linebacker. We're talking about the intricacies of like back alignment and whatever.
Yes.
This is something we're gonna have those IQ meetings.
Yes.
We gotta touch on
like
something like this.
You mentioned the alignment. We're talking to IQ.
Prior to, hey,
yeah,
blah blah blah. Think of this. Next week we're gonna do pods. And, yeah.
That's good. Perfect.
Yeah.
The only thing is I said about the penetration.
Good. You guys are good?
No, we're not. What was that? So go again. As a linebacker?
Yes.
Sure.
Good. We got the D line right here.
Yes, he's penetrating. The gap is this gap right here.
Perfect. So what do you want the kid to do?
Okay, so I'll show. Influence.
Oh shit! Come back.
Yeah, influence. The thing James didn't do is just didn't move.
That's why I came out here and I pressed it. If I don't see my defensive line,
you have to clear that.
Yeah. Once I see him, once I see color, then I work back.
I would say that you have to do this.
Well, that's what you say.
I just didn't. I see just do this.
I did like what is that? What's that for?
Like you still have to respect this. Like,
yes.
This
so that's why I did. That's why I came here. I pressed him, and Antoine was still down there, so I just stayed in my gap.
Okay.
If I see color,
you know there's a camera, huh?
You think he's alive?
Never call anybody a liar. And I don't think he's a liar. Why would I define?
Yeah, you can adjust the resistance. Like Pilates.
Okay, bring it in. Okay, but là vous voulez juste. Non, lève-toi. Oh. Le gars s'est mis à 2 genoux. Where's Woodley? Je cherchais le plus grand. Wood, I need you to break down the PFC. Break down the PFC. Explain the way to go to the kids.
The PFC is the second to last step. We want to break with the inside foot, outside edge. Basically, we work a lot on our shin angle. So let's say we do the shuffle. We want to break with the inside foot. shin angle always outside edge of the foot, and we push with the same.
And what is is outside edge here?
Outside edge is not
Or balls with
like
your
where
feet
you
outside
make
edge?
balls on your feet outside edge.
How about your upper body now?
We push back with the same leg that we break.
Drive. Good. Good job, Wood. And now, what can we add once the guys get comfortable with break and drive with the inside leg, outside leg?
FFC?
Oh yeah, PFC. Once the guys get comfortable with inside leg, outside edge.
Or we can add the belly button point.
Yeah, what you talking about, bro?
Axial rotation. Was that the word?
Axial skeleton.
What's the P?
Axial skeleton.
What's the P? What's the P?
Penultimate.
Penultimate?
Yeah. Second to last. I don't know.
I know,
I don't know what the fuck
but
it
keep
is.
goes out, what's the P? I'm like,
No, just say we just say inside leg. We say inside leg.
You never said the.
No, today we just put more emphasis for you, just in case that they have to explain it. You know, and then I need to hear about
It's inside leg.
Bleezy Jones. I need to hear about FFC, final foot contact, but I want you to break down also every movement, the parallel of how your foot placement will relate to where you have to go with the outside foot, put down the break 45, retreat, and all those
All
things.
right, so FFC's a little bit more reactionary. It's that final step. We're putting that whole foot in the ground, and then we're going ahead. We're ensuring that angle is parallel to where we're going. So if I'm breaking downhill, my foot's gonna be like so. If I'm going on a 45, it's gonna be here. If I'm going straight back, it's gonna go ahead and be parallel to that other direction. Yeah.
Coaching points?
What's that?
Coaching points, anything we can add?
We don't want to go ahead when we're in that FFC. We got to keep that core nice and braced. We don't want to
Hinge.
and fall over ourselves. So.
Where can we get that angle with the FFC? How can we get the angle? So let's say I'm pedaling, even just going from pedal to brake. I do. Why help us through our shoulders?
Arms in your hips.
Yes, and how? Yeah. So
I'll get a little further.
exactly. So think of if I'm here and I'm breaking here, but if I'm able to be here, look, I'm creating the angle right away. So I'm not saying step too far.
Yeah.
Boom, a good thing. And I like what you said. You said the foot shuffling, play action. The foot has to go with the direction we're going.
Yeah.
So our T step is 100%.
T-step will be that, yeah.
FFC.
Yes. T-step will be FFC, and then there's different way we can teach the guys, but for linebackers, we don't want to teach the bicycle step because I think there's a stat that was saying a lot of Achilles.
Bicycle is like
Yeah.
you drive.
Exactly. For us, it causes a lot of Achilles problems because we have a lot of force, and this movement puts a lot on the Achilles. So obviously, we try to teach the guys to be more efficient and more to work with the T-step. Achilles, right? I want to hear about transitions. Transitions, just in general, when we're teaching transition movements, pointers.
In terms of like force,
like transitioning from one movement to another. How we teaching it?
transitioning our rate and moving with our arms first.
Love it.
followed by our feet,
Yeah.
and then exploding out of that second step.
Love it. Exactly right. So driving foot, of course, but it starts with arms.
Arms follow legs.
Love it. Arms for the legs. I like that, Tonton. I want to hear about how do you how do you how do you brace the core? Teach the guys how to brace the core.
So a simple way for me to teach how to brace a core is imagine you're taking a punch. You don't want to just bring your stomach in. You want to contract your lower back. All you kids, go do some Supermans. You need that. Core is not just the abs, lower back also. So when we say brace your core, I want you to imagine like someone's punching your core. Brace everything, and your back's gonna be braced too. Think about it. Someone's punching you, you're gonna go. So you're gonna squeeze from the back, squeeze inside, tight core,
Do we tuck the belly in?
belly button.
Do we tuck it? Do you want to tuck it in?
You want to squeeze it.
Exactly. You don't want to tuck it
You
in.
don't
It's
want to
not
tuck
a-
it in. You want to
it's
squeeze
not-
it. There's a difference between tucking it in or squeezing it.
Exactly.
Squeezing it, tucking it in. You want to squeeze it
Tell me the importance of because this year we're going to put a lot of emphasis on that.
on the core.
Yeah, we want guys to get on the field and
Yes.
everybody's kid looks like he's highlight. You too.
The importance of core, stability, balance, force generation. Every movement that we're doing here at LB Prototype starts with the core. So there's no movement you're going to incorporate that doesn't have your core. Everything starts from here, not just here, and then transition to whatever we're doing. So you want to be more explosive, you want to be stronger, you want to drive out better.
Balance,
Balance, all that.
force, power.
Yeah, ok, Dan, c'est bon, tu veux parler, on va parler maintenant.
No. Get him. Get him,
man.
No, get him. He was.
I'm good.
Cedric.
Dan, no, leave him alone. He's your assistant. You're the head guy. So, tell me about single leg right.
That's what I was going to ask.
Ask him, coach. Ask him.
Coach, tell me about the importance of single leg movements.
First of all, single leg plyo. We also have that single leg plyo. It's a natural movement, first of all, right? We got those steps back that sometimes we talk about the fall back. That's one thing we can talk about as well, too. Also, single leg plyo, when we talk about single leg plyo, is that a lot of times as a linebacker, you're going to be on one leg. You're going to be perfect with your one leg. And the main thing about it is not just about the jump or the takeoff. It's also how you land, right? The landing on that is as important as the jump itself, too. So you really got to be solid when it comes to those one leg steps. The reality is, as a linebacker and as a football player, there's a lot of movements where you're gonna end up in one leg.
So it's good. Help us with point of attack.
Yes, of course. Point of attack. A lot of time when you think about it, when you tackle, it's a drive through, right? We've been talking about it, right? There's one leg that has to have those triple extensions, and that comes from one leg, right? So you gotta make sure you have that balance, that power, that solid core that comes with it.
Bientôt.
T'avances dans la caméra, c'est bon, je suis assis, dog.
And it's natural movements when you think about it too, as well.
Remove the camera because it's going to keep going. Next, we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes.
The way you guys perform in front of
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Zone drop mechanics. Break it down. The importance. Zone drop mechanics.
Okay, basically, first of all, we're gonna need urgency. I'm not watching at the camera. Urgency, right?
Check.
We want to be urgent. We want to get out of our break. Second of all, we don't have our head on a swivel too much, right? We want to take snapshots. Second thing is we need to understand the hole, the hook, and the curl, different drops, right? Let's say we're talking hole, we're just in a back pedal. We're talking hook, we're gonna be weaving. We're talking curl, we're gonna be in a 45 drop, just so we can get there quicker, right? Other things about the
Body positioning.
right? Just making sure that when, let's say we're dropping to the curl, we don't just want to 45 all the way there. We want to be able to retrace our body, square off our hits to the quarterback, especially in zone. You got to read him, and he's going to bring you to the ball. Good.
Coach Nick, the OG.
OG, linebacker cool.
If you guys don't know Coach Nick, coach me.
And me.
And Coach Ryan, coach me.
Coach Ryan didn't want to give me scholarship.
You see how life goes, right? He didn't want to give Antoine too. You know, he pump fake Antoine.
We're two.
He called me. He's like, you think he's the one? I was like, Coach, he's the fucking one. He's like, you think we should offer him? I can make that happen. I'm fucking hype. I'm like, Antoine, I think we got the fucking first offer. I think it's coming. I'm waiting. I call back, no answer.
I waited twice for that offer.
Oh man.
I wanted Rogers.
Ruckus too, bro. Ruckus, we
They
didn't
gonna find out.
Ruckus, we didn't go. Ruckus, they were ready.
ACC's finest.
We never got the
He should have
scholarship.
been SEC's finest.
Now he was mad at me. I'm like, bro.
I would have been mad at him too.
I think it's
Yes, yes. No, but much.
Yeah, Coach Nick.
Coach
Back to
Nick.
the-
Coach Nick. Breakdown, literally from tackling mechanic, getting there, pre-contact, post-contact, all of it.
Tackle.
Break it down, like literally, I want to hit the sink inside, I want everything.
Okay, so
Actually, no, you know what? Break me down the sink and slide, that's it. C'est bon?
Just a sink and slide.
I just want you to sink inside and prep step.
Wait, what?
Prep step?
Yeah. Prep step into tackling. Prep step into tackling.
So with the sink and slide.
First of all, no, first sink inside. After that, we talk about prep.
Okay. So sink and slide. You want to approach the tackle, double your step, okay, without losing speed. Okay. You lower your core, okay, and double the steps. You don't lose speed, and after that, you need to bring your knees close to the ground and accelerate into that tackle.
Okay, so okay, so why do we sink?
Why do we sink?
Yeah.
To be in a good position to double your steps. You need to be lower to the ground.
And tell me the pointers of sinking and slide though. Like, how would you coach it for certain, like?
You need to keep your narrow base.
Yeah.
Don't get wide, and that's about it.
Balls of your feet.
Balls of feet. Don't go near your heels.
And don't wear blur at. Don't chop, right? So balls of your feet. Don't chop. Slide. Double your stride, like you say. Good job. Prep step. What is the prep step?
Approach the tackle, right? So prep steps, the second to last step. Yeah. Okay. After that, you bring the power step.
Yeah.
Which is when you make contact.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, you go get your triple extension and drive for 5.
Drive out.
Yeah!
Yeah! Toi, tu fais comme. Moi, tu fais une face normale. Tu fais comme si. Moi, j'ouvre mes yeux.
Non, lui, il fait. C'est lui,
Breezy, il a dit ça. Tu déjà demandé, je sais pas. Hein? Oui, je t'ai demandé, non? Non, je t'ai pas demandé. Blair? Cédric. Talk to me about. Talk to me about. C'est bon. Talk to me. Attends, on écoute tonton. C'est pas grave, ça, c'est pas grave. Talk to me about man-to-man feet. Mais moi, je suis sérieux. Là, c'est sérieux. C'est quoi man-to-man feet? C'est quoi man-to-man feet? C'est toi, c'est sérieux. Je filme. I'm dying. C'est pas ta pour l'assister. Non, il ne faut pas inquiéter, je suis inquiet. Tu vas leur faire un test, hein? Non, je suis plus inquiet. Il y a un examen? Non, mais c'est pas ça. Last thing. And I said in the meeting, the next week, I know I added some notions. I'm putting all the videos on the training. We're going to fix the 2 guys that don't have access. We're going to work with fixing it with Felicity and Mateo. We're going to have an exam. We're going to have an exam. The exam is nothing, everything we went through. Yeah, that's how serious it's going to be. We're going to have an exam. Everything we went through is going to be very simple question, just like we did right now. What is that? What is that? What is that? Describe that. Describe that. All you have to do is fill it out. Eyes closed if you have to. If you need to read your notes, read it. And then we're good. To me, that means we did a good job of training. Because at the end of the day, this is how I take it, and maybe it's not the right way to approach. If we fuck up, I take it personal. If the guys don't get better, I take it personal too. And even if it's not just on fucking us, because already there's a lot of shit that involved, but I take it personal. So we and I have to make sure I do everything in my power to make sure we're all ready. So we're gonna do an exam just like you guys do for. I try to work at Weedman when I was in fucking. First thing they say if I needed a job, Weedman is the thing for the grass. They fucking make me do a fucking test. It's the same shit. And I was touching probably minimum salary and nothing. Fucking me up, man. We good with that? Very happy, guys. Thank you so much. For the guys that pulled up, and I know for the guys that pulled up that drove from distance. I got you already.
My tire poked.
Tell him to give me my money.
East to west. I'm not in.
T'étais déjà là, bro.
East to west.
Il dit East 5 West, là-bas, Est, là, à côté de la 40.
East to west, man.
We good? Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up.
Certification, tu vois, c'est quoi, genre? Certification, and stuff like that, right now?
Une fois after the exam.
Je vais vous donner une certification pour vous.
One last question.
So we have the training. The guys that have the location, we're gonna have a training next Friday that's coming up.
Okay. Like
I'll
8 p.m.?
get with you guys. So I'll get with you guys. They have to have location. We're gonna finish the training because remember we did the first part. We have to do a second training for how to run the locations. You good? So we're gonna talk about the insurance that we have to get. We're gonna talk about the equipment that we have to get. We're gonna talk about all those things so we're ready to go. You good with that? Yes, sir. You guys are happy? Any feedbacks about the training?
Thank you.
You guys feel like it was good? Solid. Straight? Yes, sir. Took a lot of fucking time to do this shit, but.
There you go, man. Good. Congrats to you too, bro. Good stuff.
We're not feeling it. Get right on me, get right on me. 1, 2, 3. Get right. Shake hands, shake hands, shake hands.
Yes, sir.
2 years. Yeah.